Imagine this. You understand English. You know many words. You can read and write, but when it is time to speak, your mind goes blank. Your tongue feels heavy. Your confidence disappears. You start thinking in your own language, translating every sentence, and by the time you are ready to speak, the moment is gone. If this feels familiar, you are not alone. Millions of English learners face this problem every day. The good news is this: speaking English fluently is not about talent, accent, or intelligence. It is about the right methods, practiced in the right way, again and again. In this video, I will share 3 powerful ways to speak English fluently. These are not tricks. These are not shortcuts. These are proven methods that work if you apply them honestly. Stay with me till the end, because the third way is the one most people ignore, and that is why they never become fluent. If you truly want to speak English with confidence, clarity, and flow, this video can change everything for you. Before we begin, let me tell you something important. Fluency does not mean speaking perfect English. Fluency means speaking smoothly without long pauses. Fluency means expressing your ideas clearly, even if you make small mistakes. Native speakers make mistakes too. Fluency is about flow, not perfection. Once you understand this, half of your fear will disappear. The first way to speak English fluently is to stop translating in your head and start thinking in English. This is the biggest barrier for most learners. When you translate from your mother tongue to English, your brain works very slowly. Speaking becomes stressful and unnatural. To become fluent, English must come to your mind directly. At the beginning, thinking in English feels difficult. Your brain is not used to it. But remember, your brain learns by repetition. Start with very simple thoughts. When you wake up in the morning, say in your mind, "I am waking up." When you brush your teeth, think, "I am brushing my teeth." When you eat food, think, "I am eating breakfast." These sentences are simple, but they train your brain to connect actions with English words. Throughout the day, describe your surroundings in English in your mind. Look at the sky and think, "The sky is clear today." Look at people and think, "That man is walking fast." Look at your phone and think, "I need to reply to this message." Do not worry about grammar at first. The goal is to create a habit of thinking in English. Another powerful technique is inner speaking. Talk to yourself in English when you are alone. Imagine you are explaining your day to a friend. Say it out loud or in your mind. "Today I went to work. I met my colleague. I felt tired but happy." This may feel strange, but it is extremely effective. When you talk to yourself, there is no fear of judgment. You can practice freely. You can also imagine conversations. Imagine you are ordering food in a restaurant. Imagine you are introducing yourself in a meeting. Imagine you are explaining a problem to someone. Your brain does not know the difference between real practice and imagined practice. Both help you become fluent. Thinking in English will feel slow in the beginning. You may forget words. That's normal. Do not switch back to your language. Instead, explain the idea in another way using simple English. This skill is very important for fluency. Fluent speakers do not know every word. They know how to express ideas using the words they have. The second way to speak English fluently is to speak every day, even if you speak badly. Many learners wait for the perfect time. They say, "I will speak when my grammar improves," or "I will speak when my vocabulary is strong." That perfect time never comes. Fluency comes from speaking, not from waiting. You must make speaking a daily habit. Even 10 minutes a day is enough if you do it consistently. Speak out loud. Do not just read silently. Your mouth and tongue need training, just like muscles. If you never speak, your mouth will not cooperate, even if your mind knows English. You can start by reading simple English text out loud. Read slowly and clearly. Listen to how the words sound. This improves your pronunciation and confidence. After reading, try to explain what you read in your own words. Do not memorize. Use your own sentences. Another powerful method is recording yourself. Take your phone and record your voice while speaking English. Talk about any topic, your day, your job, your goals, your favorite movie, anything.
When you listen to the recording, you will notice your mistakes. This is not to criticize yourself, but to improve. Each recording will be better than the last if you keep practicing. If possible, find a speaking partner. This can be a friend, a family member, or an online partner. The partner does not need to be perfect in English. You just need someone who is willing to speak. Decide a fixed time every day or every week to speak only English. At first, conversations will be slow and awkward. That is part of the process. Do not avoid mistakes. Mistakes are signs of learning. When a child learns to speak, they make many mistakes, but no one laughs at them. They keep speaking, and slowly they become fluent. You must give yourself the same permission to be imperfect. A common fear is accent. Many learners are afraid of sounding different. Let me be very clear. Accent does not matter. Clarity matters. Confidence matters. Many successful people around the world speak English with an accent. Do not try to sound like someone else. Focus on being understood. The more you speak, the more natural English will feel. At first, you will search for words. Later, words will come automatically. This happens only through regular speaking practice. There is no other way. Now we come to the third way to speak English fluently. This is the most important one and the most ignored. You must listen deeply and copy real English, not textbook English. Fluency is not built by rules alone. It is built by patterns, rhythm, and natural expressions. When native or fluent speakers talk, they do not think about grammar rules. They use ready-made phrases. They use natural sentence patterns. To speak fluently, you must fill your mind with real English. Start listening to English every day. Listen to conversations, not just lessons. Watch interviews, podcasts, short videos, or stories in English. Choose content that is interesting for you. If you enjoy it, you will stay consistent. Do not just listen passively, listen actively. Pay attention to how sentences are formed. Notice common phrases. Notice how speakers connect ideas. For example, phrases like you know, I mean, actually, to be honest, are very common in spoken English. These phrases make your speech sound natural. After listening, copy what you hear. This is called shadowing. Play a short sentence and repeat it immediately, copying the speed, tone, and rhythm. Do not worry if you cannot copy perfectly, just try. This trains your brain and mouth together. You can pause the audio and repeat the sentence several times. Then try to use the same sentence pattern in your own examples. For example, if you hear, "The reason I like this is because it helps me relax," you can create your own sentence like, "The reason I study English is because I want better opportunities." This method builds fluency faster than memorizing grammar rules. Grammar is important, but fluency comes from usage. Children do not learn grammar first. They learn patterns by listening and repeating. Another important part of listening is understanding emotions and flow. English has stress and intonation. Some words are stressed more than others. This creates music in the language. When you copy this flow, your English sounds smoother and more confident. Be patient with this process. Fluency does not come in 1 week or 1 month. It is built slowly, like fitness. If you go to the gym once, you see no change. If you go regularly, your body changes. English works the same way. Let me now bring these 3 ways together. Think in English every day. Speak every day, even if it is imperfect. Listen and copy real English every day. If you do these 3 things consistently, fluency is guaranteed. Not because I say so, but because this is how language learning works. You may feel shy. You may feel slow. You may feel frustrated sometimes. That is normal. Do not stop. Every fluent speaker you admire was once a beginner. The only difference is they did not quit. Also, change your mindset. Do not say, "I am bad at English." Say, "I am improving my English." Words have power. When you believe you can improve, you will take action. Set small goals. Today, speak for 5 minutes. Tomorrow, speak for 7 minutes. Celebrate small progress. Fluency is not one big jump. It is many small steps. Do not compare yourself with others. Everyone's journey is different. Focus on your own improvement. Even one sentence spoken confidently is progress. If you follow these methods daily, something amazing will happen. One day, you will realize that you are speaking without thinking. Words will come naturally. You will enjoy conversations instead of fearing them. That is fluency. Remember, English is not a subject. It is a skill. Skills improve with practice, not pressure. Be kind to yourself, be consistent, and keep going. If you found this guide helpful, apply it today, not tomorrow. Start thinking in English now. Speak a sentence now. Listen to English today. Your future fluent self will thank you. Stay consistent, stay confident, and keep speaking.